Alright everybody, new video, new house I'm starting to trim. I've done set the majority of the doors on the inside. Sheetrocker's got to come out here and finish sheetrocking that, which I'll probably wind up doing so I can set my door on the front and the back side. This is the garage. Coming in from the garage. Laundry room, a little dark, I know. Stairways, I'll have to do them. Skirt boards, tread risers. There's where my 2/8 right goes. I think that's gonna be, that's my other 2/8 right. I gotta get that in there. Anywho, I overlooked that one. It was late Friday. And then we got this weather strip door. We hadn't messed with it yet. Like I said, it was 7 o'clock Friday before we got done. Didn't get over here till 3:30. But I got a wide gap down there at the bottom I've got to fill. With something. And yes, that's my phone screaming. Got the same issue over here. But that's the bonus room. Sorry guys, I'm answering a text. Alright, that's another job I'm going to do. Okay, back to where I was. Master bedroom. Doors set already. Two windows, casing only. This house is getting 4 1/4 baseboard and 445 casing. Bathroom. I'm gonna have to rip this jamb down here to fit on the back side of this door. Don't know if y'all will be able to see it. Get in here, see if y'all can see it. But you see what kind of room I've got there. No sheetrock. That's my jamb. And like I said, we was just trying to get as many doors in as possible. And here is the master bedroom closet. Pretty basic house. Toilet area. This piece here of casing, I hope y'all can see this on the video, but the shower board comes over here. And my casing, when I set it up there, it pushed my jamb, this part here out. Light it up there so it don't hit me in the head. But it pushed this jamb out. So what I'm gonna do Monday, today's Saturday, I'm not working, I'm just making sure I got all the material I need. If you can see, I've got a line on there. I'm just gonna notch that out with my table saw and let my casing overlap that little bit of shower. So it actually be like so. And you don't have to rip your casing down and leave no ugly looking finished piece of casing there for the builder. And yes, before anybody asks, this door is pushed all the way over to the right. I could not get it to go no more. You can see that in my shims in there. So that's one thing I got going on Monday. And guys, if you can see that little crack in there, in them things, or your miters, I mean, most people don't care about that as far as carpenters, but I do. I will fill every one of those instead of waiting on the painters to fill it. I will fill every one of those with spackle, let them dry, and sand them. That's nitpicky, but that's the way I do things. Alright, coming back into the kitchen area. Cabinets is going to be there and so far over here because you got your refrigerator right there. Got that door set. But I'm out here just trying to figure all my material, make sure I've got enough to do the job. Turn back around from the kitchen. This is your dining room. That's going to be a cased opening right there. Case around the windows, 4 1/4 bays, casing around the doors, nothing special. And here we are again with sheetrock issues. This way high. And here's another thing that I do. That piece of casing right there, it come from the supplier like that. I know I got a small screen on this thing and I can't see, I can see it, but I can't see it as clear as it will be on the video. But no hesitation, first thing I done was rip that off. I'll put a new piece of casing up, which goes there. I don't do junk work. Yeah, sure, I could spend an hour bond doing it, sanding it and whatnot, and I ain't. I use that for a scrap piece, go over one of these small windows, no big deal. These doors came, every one of them, when you shut them, I still got to adjust these double doors. But when you shut them, the reveal at the top, the door was hidden right here. So I had to make some adjustments on it, which in turn brought my door up, so I had to ease that up, and I will be caulking that so the painters don't have to do it. Same on this side. Again, I don't have to do that, but that's me. That's the way I do it. The next man don't have to come in and fix my mistakes. And that's why I think I'm probably gonna start going up on my prices. Anywho, that's beside the point. This is a guest bedroom. Not a very big bedroom, 12 by 12 maybe. Got these double doors hung. And again, yes, there's little sticky tabs up on top there beside of your ball catch plates. I hate them things. They will come off. I'm not leaving them. But these doors touch. See? So I'm gonna have to adjust these Monday. My batteries died on my drill while we were out here the other day, so the bi-hinge doors, they will be adjusted Monday. Guest bath, just the window and the shower, nothing special. And 1/8 left-hand door, and they sent me out a 1/8 right-hand door. Which, I mean, it'd work either way, but it's what the plan calls for. But again, nothing special. But I'm just showing you what it looks like before trim. And then after trim. And your little hallway here. Y'all seen me come through there. Then this hallway. And again, there's some more cracks in there that will be filled with spackle, sanded. Little DIY tip. When I fill my gaps with spackle, I take a 5-to-1 tool, I clean these grooves out, I smooth this out with my fingers, and I maybe leave it a little heavy right here, but these cracks are cleaned out before it dries, and then I come back and just lightly sand it. It's just, I need to fix this thing where to quit going blank on me. But anywho, yes, I've got a mess. Like I said, we were late getting out of here Friday, or yesterday rather. Today's Friday, or Saturday. These doors here also need adjusting. You can see there's no reveal whatsoever. So that'll have to be fixed. That miter right there, I can probably bump it with a hammer and tighten it up. Again, that one there, I could probably bump it, but I doubt it'll tighten up any. And the guy that's helping me, he said, that's petty stuff you worrying about. I said, yeah, it is. But these are my builders. I'm not working for a trim company. I'm working for myself. I'm not doing tract homes. I'm doing custom homes. And when I call custom homes, it's not necessarily billion-dollar homes, million-dollar homes, whatnot. Custom homes is, to me, an individual building a house for one person to their specifications. That's what I consider a custom home builder. You can see him, probably see my old blue truck out there. But this is the living room. On the fireplace, he didn't know what he was going to do here. I told him I could build him just a mantle because he's going to do, I think, slate rock or something up here. Not 100% sure on that. And when I told him that, he said, you eliminated a problem. He said, that's what I like. And so I'm happy I could do that for him, which that's, again, my job. Not only just to come in and put in what he says, but to also help him eliminate any other issues that he has that won't affect him at a later date over something petty. But all right, this is the beginning of this house. Like I said, it's nothing special. It's 445 casing, 4 1/4 baseboard, skirt board on the stairs, treads, risers. Then you fill in base everywhere, handrails. Other than that, it's pretty basic. I'm hoping to be done Monday, possibly Tuesday. It depends. What does it depend on? Depends on if I can get my sorry hind end out of bed, one. And two, depends on if we stay late, if my nailers can nail off fast enough. Believe it or not, it's my wife and my sister that's going to be nailing baseboard. My wife knows how. My sister does not. She got aggravated at her job, turned in her notice, and wanted to know if she could help me. So I told her what I could do for her, and we're gonna leave it at that and see what happens. But anyhow, that's personal, not that big of a deal. But anywho, Monday afternoon, we'll take the video, show you where we're at, see if we're done or not. If not, Tuesday we'll do another one, and it'll be done for sure Tuesday. All right, guys, till the next one. Please remember, like, share, subscribe. Thanks.